What's going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it's time to review 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 163. This was an interesting chapter, the 7 Deadly Sins. It was kind of cool seeing Elizabeth and Elaine actually meet each other and kind of talk shit about their boyfriends. That was pretty funny. It was mostly on Elaine. She was doing most of the roasting on Bond and Meliodas, but yeah, it was cool seeing them interact and have girl talk. It's kind of weird that they're in the middle of a fight doing that, but yeah, Elaine was a kind of a badass. She does her wind stuff, which I don't know if I said it in my last review, or if I did, I'll just reiterate, and if I haven't said it, then you'll be hearing it for the first time. But they were talking about in the last chapter, like, the little message from the author was like, oh my god, like, the weakest duo. And I'm just sitting here like, Elaine's not too bad. Like, her wind control's pretty devastating. And lo and behold, her wind power is devastating, and she fucks these guys up in like 2 or 3 hits. And yeah, it was pretty badass. So she does her thing. Elizabeth, she gets bit by that snake, probably healed it with her powers. That was pretty badass. And I think she healed him and just like knocked him out or whatever, or just left him there. And basically, I don't know if they surrendered or if they were too injured to move or what was going on at the end, but it said they claimed victory. So I don't know, that was kind of a weird... Can she just knock people out with her powers, or does she just heal? Like, cause I was a little confused on the ending. Maybe I just have to reread it. Not a negative against the chapter. Probably should have actually given it a second glance before recording, but, you know, it's cool, whatever. I'll just put, like, a comment in the comment section if I, like, just reread it and, you know, see what's going on there. But anyway, you have Meliodas and Bond, of course. They're pissed off. Like, bruh, those are our babes. What the fuck? Like, they're not participating, and they're like, yeah, they are. Fuck you. We make the rules. And that's what they were going to say, so nothing really surprising there. But they won. Of course, they fought like the most fodder. I mean, I can't even say fodder, though, because they took down one of those giant gator things, which were quote-unquote tough, but then Elaine and Elizabeth can just take these guys down. So it's a little weird. Like, could Elaine beat one of those gators? It's kind of, you know, but I guess their powers kind of counteracted because they probably poisoned the gator. I think they even said that. They couldn't poison Elizabeth, so, you know, it makes sense. It's not like that bad. The only thing in the chapter I kind of didn't like, because overall it was kind of funny, it was kind of cute, they kind of did some badass stuff, you know, it was a pretty simple chapter. The only thing in the chapter I kind of didn't like, and it's more of a personal thing with me, because it's kind of like a storyline that I kind of like to see in characters. I don't expect it from Elizabeth, but I like, because she says, I guess I'll just say what she said first that I have a problem with. At the end of the chapter, she's like, oh, turning the other cheek is pretty easy, or, you know, it's easier than you think to turn the other cheek. And maybe that's for her, that's the case, but I like the storyline, I like the character dynamic that you have with Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, or Batman, where killing is like a big deal, and it'd be very easy to kill someone, and it's hard to look the other way, it's hard to turn the other cheek, because it would be so easy to just kill them, and then you're no better, and it's a nice psychological dynamic with the character, and I don't know, the way she just kind of shit on it by saying, oh no, it's super easy to turn the other cheek. Again, it's totally a gripe for me, and it's not even a negative against the chapter. It's just kind of like, I like that kind of character dynamic in a character, so for her to just kind of shit on it, you know, but like I said, total, complete nitpick, not docking the chapter at all, not from an objective standpoint or from a subjective standpoint, just something I thought I'd mention. Plus, I don't expect that storyline from Elizabeth. Meliodas kind of has that storyline going on a little bit. He doesn't like to hurt people. He didn't want to use a real sword for the longest time. But, yeah, so that's the chapter, 7 Deadly Sins. Not much to say about this one, honestly. The art was good, fairly consistent. The only part where I kind of couldn't tell what was happening in the artwork was, like, when Elaine first blew them back. Like, you see the guy jumping towards Elizabeth, and then he's all blurry, or like, all like, speed line shit, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna get blown back by Elaine. Then on the next page, they're kind of like these 2 panels, and they're getting blown back, but it's kind of messy. I knew what was happening because of the previous page, but yeah, that could have been a little better depicted. And of course, the ending, I didn't quite know what was going on. But again, those are kind of just me. Maybe I was just dumb, wasn't paying attention, or whatever. So yeah, but the art overall was fine. The pace of the chapter was pretty fast, and the story progression, I guess his first fight got taken care of in 1 chapter, so that's pretty awesome. I don't see why Elizabeth and Elaine would have to fight for more than 1 chapter. I think 1 chapter is good enough, so set this chapter around. Probably like an 8, honestly. It might be a little higher. You were probably expecting like a 7 or a 7.5, but no, I liked it. I enjoyed seeing the two characters talk and interact and get to know each other, as well as do their thing and kind of be badass in their own way. And getting the whole fight done, and the art, and the fast pace, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to give this one like an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a very good chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins in the comment section below. You can follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. Give this video a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.